Hey, this is our C++ Maze Godot tutorial. We are going to start up Godot and add a screen that says you won. So let's change our maze dimensions a bit and make it quicker to get to the end. And then when we get to this end here, we need to signal that we hit the exit block. So we are going to add a canvas layer so that we can have a windscreen no matter where our camera is. And then let's work on making a windscreen. So we're going to have a texture rect in a new scene, and we're going to call it windscreen. And then it is going to be our black texture, and it's going to be tiled. And we are going to make it 1920 by 1080, the full size of our screen. And this will show up no matter where our camera is when we enable this. We're going to add another texture rect, and this is just going to be a gray background for our U1 text. We're going to tile it again, and we are going to make the rect, let's offset it by 100, and then make it 1720 by, let's say, 580. That looks pretty good. And we are going to lock the gray background there so that we don't move it independent of the screen. Then we want a text label, and we are just going to put our win text on here. We're going to make it 1720 by 580, just like the background was. So you win. Let's add an exclamation. We're going to center it, both alignment and v-align. And then we're going to make a font. Drag over, go into the font first, and then drag over our font. And then for size, we'll try 300. That looks pretty good. And let's do a color. Let's pick red. And there we go. You can make it look like anything you want. It's just a screen that says you won. So. Now back on our main screen, we're going to instance in the screen, and we're going to hide it. Toggle visibility, and that way it's not showing until we just say, hey, show it. And then we are going to, in our exit scene, connect a signal to area 2D on area 2D body entered, and copy that to your clipboard because we want to put it into our code. But we need to be able to instance a script. So let's open up Visual Studio, and let's also make our Godot native script. So we want it called exit. Player, let's just copy player.gdsn and rename it exit, and then edit, and swap out player to exit in resource name and class name. And that's all we need. So we are going to need to grab our canvas layer. So let's pound include canvas. And then let's make a pointer to canvas item. And we'll just call it pcanvas. And then in our root CPP, let's add the instance for the static. So canvas item pointer root : pcanvas. And then in our ready function, we want to do the same thing we did with exit and outer walls. So make a string that is for canvas and call it canvas. And then let's make sure that's what it's called. It is actually called canvas layer, so I'm going to copy that to my clipboard and paste it in. And then we want, in our for loop, add another else if, and if gsCanvas is equal to nGetName, then we want to set pCanvas to a cast of n. And that is all that we should need to have a pointer to our canvas layer. It builds, so we are good. Let's add our actual class now. So we want exit, a CPP file, and a header. And then in our header, let's if guard it. And we want some includes, core Godot, of course, as always. Node 2D, because that's what exit is. And then we want to pound include texture rect, because that's what our windscreen is. And then root, because we need to access the pointer to canvas item from root. We're in namespace Godot. Our class is exit. It's a public Godot script, node 2D. And then we want the Godot class macro for exit, our class name. And then under public, we want a constructor and destructor as always. And we want a static void register methods. And we want void whatever our signal is going to be calling. So in exit, we want to add a script onto exit, and then area 2D, we want on body entered to connect to exit, and copy that function name over, and that's what's going to be called. So it's going to also pass in a Godot variant that we're not going to use, but it passes it in, so we need to take it. Then in our C++ file for exit, pound include exit.h, and that's all that we need to pound include. I don't know what I'm thinking. And using namespace Godot as always, and void exit register methods. We want to register method char star cast our area 2D body entered that we copied over from Godot. And then we want the function that we're pointing to. And then void exit on area 2D body entered. We are going to, inside of this function, just do a texture rect pointer that we grab the child of pCanvas. So root has pCanvas on it, and then get child 0 from there. And then we want to make it visible, so set visible true. And that is actually all we need to do. We need a constructor and destructor. They're both empty, and it builds, so we are good. Let's go to Godot, and let's run it. And we walk into the exit, and it should signal. And we have a bug. The method is not defined. Okay, so go back to our code. We forgot to register the class in Godot library.cpp. So pound include exit.h, and Godot register class our Godot exit. And that's it. Now rebuild it and it should actually work. So let's walk back to the exit again, and there you go, you win. And that's it.